Hey guys, it's Thursday, April 23rd. Today is the very first day of 9.4. So today we're going to take notes on 9.4 notes. So look for your notes right now. Here's the warm-up. Give it a shot. It's just a multiplication. I want you to remember that you can use a calculator and that multiplication is commutative. So you can change the order if you want to make it easier. Pause the video, give it a shot, and come on back. Alright, so I'm just going to use my calculator here and some basic math facts to get us through these multiplications. So 7 times 5 is 35, and 35 times 8 is 280. Now I really don't like the x as a symbol for multiplication because we use x a lot as a variable, and that can get quite confusing. So if you can avoid it, avoid it. Number 2, 7 times 8 is 56. That's just a basic math facts. Now, you all have a multiplication chart that you could use if you want to. And then 56 times 12 is 672. Now, on my calculator, I can put in three facts multiplied together at one time. And you can do that too. 13 times 10 is 130, and 130 times 7 is 910. I really like using parentheses for multiplication. It's super helpful. Number 4, 3 15 minutes is 45 minutes. So 3 times 15 is 45. And 45 times 11 is 495. 20 times 4 is 80. Now, I know that some of you probably just put all these in your calculator and called it a day, and that's okay, but sometimes knowing some basic facts and knowing some basic things is helpful for when you're trying to do things quickly. 12 times 16 times 21 is 4,032. And the reason why we're practicing this multiplication and this strategy is because we're going to be multiplying a lot in the following section. So this section is 9.4. It's volume of prisms. So here's our essential question. It says, how can you find the volume of a prism? Now, if you need more time to write in your essential question line, go ahead and pause the video and then just keep going. So here's the key idea. It says the volume of a prism. Now, we've been covering surface area, and surface area is the area around the outside of a figure, or all of the areas of the figure combined together. Now we're changing gears into volume. And if I were with you in person, I would show you the difference between volume and surface area with actual shapes. The volume is different because the volume is calculating how much a shape holds. So it's if we were to have like a glass container in the shape of a rectangular prism, how much water does it hold? How much of a liquid does it hold? That's what volume is, and that's how it's different from surface area. Now, the nice thing about volume is that there is a formula, and we will follow the formula every single time. And it's more consistent, which is nice. So here's our formula. We're going to use it for every prism. And that's the volume is equal to capital B times H. And the capital B, big B, means that we're going to find the area of the base. So volume is the area of the base times the height. And that's huge. It's not just the base length or the base width, it's the area of the total base times height. Let's do the first example in our notes. It says find the volume of the prism. This prism, no matter how you turn it or arrange it, is a rectangular prism. The base is a rectangle. Now, it doesn't matter which rectangle you choose as the base. I have a feeling that most of you would want to choose this one because it's the one that's on the bottom and you feel like that's the base. And that's fine, but that might not work every time. You need to understand that this is a rectangular prism, so we can choose the rectangle bases. But for triangular prisms, it might be a little different. So here we go. We've chosen our base. I've highlighted it in orange. Now we're going to write some steps in the steps and notes column. The very first thing that you should do is write the formula down. Volume is equal to the area of the base times the height. The next thing you need to do is find the area of the base. Okay, well, the shape of the base is a rectangle, so the area of the base is length times width. Our base is highlighted here in orange, so its dimensions are 6 by 8. 6 times 8 is 48. All right, now we've got the area of the base. We're going to substitute in the values into the formula that we have for volume. So volume is the area of the base, which we found was 48, times the height of the prism. How tall the prism is, it's the dimension we haven't used yet. It's 15 in this case. The very last step is to evaluate our equation now. Evaluate. Feel free to use a calculator. 48 times 15 is 720. And this is a volume, so we're going to use cubic yards. Yards cubed. All right, let's keep going. We're going to use the exact same steps on the second example. This one says find the volume of the prism. But this prism is not rectangular. This is a triangular prism. Its base is a triangle. I know it's very foreign, but this is the base right here. It looks like it's facing towards us. It's the front, but this is the base. It's a triangular prism. Just because it's sitting on a rectangle doesn't make it a rectangular prism. So our steps are the same. Write the formula. Area of the base times the height. Now we need to find the area of the base, which is a triangle. So 1/2 base times height. 1/2 the base of the triangle, which is highlighted there in orange, is 5.5. And the height of the triangle is 2. Now half of 2 is 1, and 1 times 5.5 is 5.5. Okay. So I've got the area of the base. Now I'm going to substitute in the values. Volume is the area of the base times the height of the prism, how tall the prism is, the dimension we haven't used yet. And now I'm going to evaluate. 5.5 times 4, and that's 22 cubic inches. Make sure you're watching as many times as you need to. Summarize your notes, edit them in a while, and try the homework. Now the homework today is a little bit different. You're going to see it on Big Ideas. It opens today, Thursday, but it doesn't close until after our lesson is totally over on over the weekend. So take your time, one homework for the entire section. Bye.